Yes. It's steel.
But you can't be any geek off the street. Gotta be handy with the steel, if you know what I mean.
Keep it real.
Keeping it real.
Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is Steven and this is Steel Keeping It Real. So normally this is K-Pop Saturday night. And I'm not going to deviate too far from that, but I did say in the earlier video that I did by Jimin that I was going to do a twofer, because the other song that I did was released about 8 days ago, and this next song that I'm going to do was released about 24 hours ago, and that is Like Crazy. Now, I don't know if it's fair or not to compare Jimin's songs to Jimin's songs. Now, I almost want to put as a measure of how Jimin is doing by Serendipity, and because I loved that song Serendipity, it almost turned me out. But you know, is it fair? I don't know, but it's so far the best song that I've heard by Jimin so far, and at one time I thought it was the best BTS song so far out of, you know, the songs that were on BTS albums. Now, the last video, Set Me Free, was a little deviation from what I was expecting from Jimin. It's not that I didn't like the song, it was just I wanted to hear Jimin's voice. So I'm hoping that this song I hear more of Jimin's voice. I don't hear any auto-tune, because Jimin doesn't need it. He really doesn't need it. But with the fact that this song already has 16 million views in 24 hours, that might say something to the effect that maybe people like this song. And again, I'm hoping that he's singing. If he's not, I'm not going to be too disappointed, because, you know, there hasn't been a lot of me singing Jimin solo. Even though I did every single BTS song from start to finish, I didn't get a lot of Jimin, or I didn't notice Jimin until Serendipity. We will see. If you like videos like this and others on the channel, please don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the notification button, because I'm doing at least 10 videos each and every week. So, without any further ado and with anticipation, here is Jimin and Like Crazy.
Fuck yeah, bro. Let's do this.
I think we could last forever. I'm afraid that everything will disappear. Just trust me. She's saying, baby, 생각하지 마. There's not a bad thing here tonight. And baby, 떠나도 좋아. 있어, 오늘까지만. Watch me go, and I 적셔 밤새도록 away. 아침도 취했어 오지 않게. 시키던 음악 속에 희미해진다. 드라마 같은 뻔한 스토리 익숙해져가. 내가 알던 나를 찾기 멀리 온 걸까. Yeah, I know, you know, I know. I'd rather be lost in the light.
some lyrics and some imagery that kind of calls certain things into question. Now, this had an 80's feel to it, which I love the 80's. You know me, I was a teenager in the 80's, so I love 80's music, so I had no problem with that. It's not that I had a problem with the song at all. It's just how suggestive it was. He's saying, number one, I've never seen them drink. The only time I've seen alcohol being consumed is when I saw the J-Hope thing that they have on Disney, and he's throwing a party and everybody's drinking and stuff like that. Other than that, I've never seen them consume alcohol. And so you're seeing him party like crazy, and he's saying like, let me taste you, I want you to ride me, or take me on a ride, or something to that effect. And I'm like,
oh snap.
You're going there? And then when the background, when he's saying these things, is showing two people kissing in like a chroma key, or it wasn't in focus. I'm wondering, he's saying he wants to stay in this night forever. He wants to stay in the point where he's wasting time, but he's having a good time. It still has that feeling like there's maybe a slight bitterness of being so cooped up in BTS for so long. All these members of this group are making these songs like they are free of certain things. And, is he saying, I would love to stay in this type of position forever and be doing my own stuff and being free of, certain things? But then you have the lyrics like, let me taste you, take me on a ride. I know what, when I hear about ride, I think of... Let's ride. So, but that's me and my R&B sensibilities of what I think about, riding, or the other ride. Yeah, so that's what I think of when, you're talking about Take Me on a Ride, but that's 90's music. This is 80's music. Music wasn't, unless you're a Rick James or somebody else, music wasn't that, maybe suggestive, maybe? I might be stretching. But I did like it because you got to hear Jimin sing more. It was more of his voice. There wasn't any auto-tune. There's that, what I said on the earlier voices, I think they use auto-tune to make his voice a little harder, because you heard his voice here. It's soft. It's almost like a whisper. And there was a point where he was whispering in the very beginning, and it took me a minute to realize he's whispering in English. And then I was like, oh snap, no wonder there was no lyrics showing up on my screen. And I do apologize to all you, because of the way that I do my videos, I can't put closed captioning on my screen, because I'm not streaming the video for you guys. I'm streaming the video for me on a separate screen. I'm not streaming it here, so I do apologize. I know a lot of people have complained, but I still haven't figured out how to do that. And I also don't like having to pause the song every 30 seconds or whatever. I don't think the artist wants it that way. When we listen to music before internet and things like that, and people started doing reaction videos, nobody was pausing the song going like, hey, you know what, I like this part, and talking on it, like, wait, listen to another 30 seconds of it. No, I'm used to listening to the song all the way through, and then making some type of, decision in my head if I like it or not. Am I going to wait out listening to the top 40 for that song to come back around with my cassette player, waiting for the DJ to shut the hell up so I can press record, and then I have to sit there, and as soon as the DJ says something again, I press stop, and then I would get like maybe 9/10 of the song, but that's what we did. We didn't pause it. Why? I want to enjoy it. And I understand some of you are used to this now, as far as, people pausing it and stopping it or whatever. But, those people are making money from it. And I'm not making any money off of my videos at all because of the format that I do. I automatically get copyright strike. Not copyright strike. I just get demonetized for my videos. Now, I only have a little over 3,000 subscribers. I might put a link to maybe a PayPal or something like that, if you guys could help me out, and maybe I can get better equipment, things like that. But I'll think about that. My birthday comes around May 1st, and that'll be officially 2 years that I've been in front of the camera, and maybe that is something that I will do. I'm also thinking about doing movie reviews at that time, but I gotta think of a new way to do that too. I can do the pausing with that, but I would have to do new movies because I've seen so many movies. My bedroom, if you look at certain videos where you see a blue strip across it, you'll see the background of just like 1/4 of the amount of videos that I have in my room, and I have a whole nother wall and some other ones that you can't see. So I grew up watching movies. Movies and television was my babysitter. So there's not a lot of movies out there that I haven't seen. I can't sit there and watch The Matrix unless you want me to, but I know The Matrix. I own all 3 of them on DVD, including the Animatrix. I own all of the Star Wars. I own all of the Godfathers and all of the original Planet of the Apes. I own all these things, and those are on VHS. I have the Star Wars on VHS that hasn't been edited, or added special effects to. So I have all these things. So we'll see. But if you're still here after that last rant, I thank you very much for staying tuned. I really do appreciate it. First and foremost, I want you guys to like the videos as much as I like making them for you. After that, all you need to do to help me out with the channel is to like, subscribe, share, and comment.